Hello, boys and girls. Nameco here, Dustin there. Talking bi-weekly baseball. We're getting close to that playoff push. So before we get into our video on who you should be scooping, Dustin, as always, has got a super sneato tip.
Were you gonna say sneaky and then you went with Neato?
Yeah, is that how it happened? Did I say Sneato?
You said Sneato. It kind of sounded like Sneato.
I like it. We're gonna start calling
Here's a tip at this part of the season. If you have one of those guys that you drafted, you thought he was gonna be good, a proven guy that hasn't been doing that well, cut him. I mean, if you're frustrated with them, I mean, maybe like a guy like Granderson, you know, who just really is underperforming, and there's a guy on the wire that you have your eye on and you don't know who to drop. It's all about the now as far as, you know, getting into the playoffs and having a guy that's going to do well for you in the playoffs. I remember I was in one of my leagues one time. The guy snuck into the playoffs. He had a terrible team. He ended up dropping almost an entire team and picking up players that were only hot for that time. Ended up winning the championship. Baseball can be very streaky. Don't hold on to a proven guy that's done terrible all year just because of the name.
Sneato. All right, here's a guy that should be owned. All he does is hit home runs.
Love him.
And it's Chris Carter. Doesn't want to talk about him because he picked him up and he's so happy about him. But I've been talking about this guy the last 3 videos, and now he is up to 28 home runs, 66 ribbies. It's Chris Carter of the Houston Astros. You got to grab this guy, especially if you're in a roto league and you need power numbers. He's only owned in 60% of leagues. Get him on your team.
And he doesn't just hit home runs anymore. The last 5 or 6 weeks, he's hitting over 300. So
it's going to dip down again.
Probably, but maybe not. He's still kind of young. Neftali Feliz, still a guy that's just not getting enough love. Only on 50% of leagues. This guy's good at baseball. He's closing for a decent team. Pick him up.
I'm surprised that's how short you were on your man crush that you got.
Love
We got another relief pitcher, and that's for the Padres, and that's Bennett. He is only owned in 50% of leagues currently. 5 out of the last 7 opportunities he's had, he's converted on saves. The other 2, he didn't give up an earned run. It's just they weren't save opportunities. So, obviously, if you're in a league and you need some saves, he's a guy to grab. I got a bunch of guys in the DL. I'm grabbing him.
Next guy, one of my Twinkies, Danny Santana, second base, shortstop, outfield. How do you not like that? Young prospect, playing great since he's got caught up. And this is definitely a guy, any type of keeper dynasty league, he's probably already picked up. But if he's not, you're going to want to grab him. Even redraft leagues, I think he has a decent chance to be productive down the stretch. And again, the position eligibility, what's not to like?
Fresh off the 60-day DL, we got Pineda. And I know what you're thinking.
Cheater.
He cheats. But you know what? If he doesn't get caught again, he's going to be too decent because he had a sub-2 ERA and a 1.02 whip at that point. Now, granted, it might go up a little bit, but maybe he gets away with some more cheating. And regardless, he's only owned in 70% of leagues. He's worth a grab, especially if you're in even a semi-deep league at this point, and just see what he does from here on out.
Javier Baez is a guy that a lot of people are excited about, which is why he's owned in 70% of leagues. I mean, he's a guy that, you know, just got caught up recently. He's been playing pretty well. Second base, shortstop. You gotta love that eligibility. And there's a lot of hype around this kid, and for good reason. He could be good for many years.
All right, Dustin. Start us off with a deeper league guy, because we get some hate. These guys are all owned in my teams, my leagues.
My boy Dustin Ackley. He's got a good name. He's got a good name. You know, this is a guy that we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for it. It hasn't happened. But he's starting to play pretty well over the last month or so. He might be onto something. It's just, we know that the potential's there. We like his position eligibility, second base and outfield. It's just, it might be time. And if you guess right at the time, you're going to be happy. All
right, I got a pitcher for you, and that's Vogelsong. You know, we've heard this name on and off for so many years. He's pitching for the Giants, and he's been pitching fairly well as of late. We do like the upside. He has a little bit of pedigree there, only owned 25% of leagues. Again, deeper leagues, at least as a streaming guy in roto leagues against good matchups for him. He's certainly a guy that you should be looking at.
Another relief pitcher for you, only on 15% of leagues, and that's Familia for the Mets. You know, this is a guy that's getting some opportunities. He's pitching pretty well. I mean, anytime there's a closer that's getting save opportunities, that has some upside, you're going to want to give him a look. So he's definitely a guy to look at in deeper leagues.
And now we got 2 guys too.
Keep an eye on.
And the first one's Tommy Medica. And I'm surprised I got that pronounced right. He's for San Diego Padres. First base, outfield. You know, he had a great minor league stint. Kind of dipped off a little bit this past season. Regardless, though, prior to that, he was big-time prospect. He's got some good powers. Bats for average. let's see what he can do in the bigs. That's why you're keeping an eye on him.
And one other prospects for you, that's Jake Lamb, only on 5% of leagues. A lot of the same deal, decent in the minors. Pretty solid so far in the bigs. He's a guy, third base eligibility. You're going to want to keep an eye on him.
Close. I want to make a paper airplane real quick.
I'm going to knock it out of the air.
They're not even talking. I said close.
Brent's over here. Dustin right here. Got any
it's
questions?
a terrible airplane because I rushed it.
Post them in the forums. Missed it. If you like what you saw, then check out some of our other videos and subscribe to our channel.